How you doing? Good? All right, May 7th, this is really a special night for me to be doing my showcase here at Flappers, because actually May 7th, 1997, I married my second wife. So this is my 20th wedding anniversary. It's also my 19-and-a-half-year anniversary of my divorce. I tell you, the first 6 months of that marriage was tough. The last 19-and-a-half years have been sheer bliss. She's a wonderful girl. I'm originally from Bad Beach, Brooklyn. Anybody?
Yeah.
I didn't think so. It's a tough neighborhood, full of Sicilian wise guys. You know, they're all gangsters, my friends. They're all mobbed up. The weird thing about them is, though, they don't have a clue when it comes to social media. They're dying to be on it, but they can't. Every time I try to have a Skype conversation with them, all I ever get is, "Hey, how you doing? You recording this? What is this thing? Is it recording? Are you recording us?" That's the extent of the whole conversation. It was very mobbed up, though. We even had a little person who was a gangster. His name was Jimmy the Midget. Yeah, he used to whack people. They never saw it coming. He was too short. Jimmy the Midget. He used to break a lot of kneecaps. He was right there. He gave you a discount. All my uncles were in the mob, though. They all had real gangster names, you know. Jack the Ripper, Nicky Shades, Steve. My father hated the mob, though. He said, "Stay away from them criminals. They're nothing but wise guys. They're nothing but gangsters. I want you to be proud of being Sicilian for the positive things." But then he took me to my Uncle Nicky Shades' house. His garage was full of brand new televisions. He says, "Grab the other end of that TV." So I started to become very conflicted. I said, "Dad, I'm confused. Are we or aren't we?" He says, "We're not. They are. Now shut up and grab the other end of that television." So apparently my father hated the mob, but never said no to a free TV. I'm severely dyslexic. Talk about being dyslexic. I had to learn how to read out of a mirror. They didn't know what dyslexia was in the 60s and 70s. I saw upside down and backwards. See, we didn't have hooked on phonics. We had hooked on pot. There was actually an anti-marijuana song. It went like this: "Pot, pot, give it a shot. You'll forget who you are. You'll be what you're not." I was like, that sounds like a pro-marijuana. I wanted to forget who I was and be what I'm not. I've been smoking ever since. Then they come out with this number 2 pencil that they handed out to the kids, and they put "Don't do drugs" on it. The only problem is they put it on the wrong end. So when you sharpened your pencil, you had "do drugs." Then eventually just drugs. So don't blame me. I'm a product of the 70s. My psychiatrist, he says, "Jod, I'm very concerned about your short-term memory loss due to your marijuana smoking." I said, "Doc, what do you think I smoke it for? I want to forget the last 10 miserable minutes of my life. That's what it's for." But I'm a recovering drug addict. I still do drugs. I've just recovered from the way I used to do them. You know, no more 3-day cocaine binges. No more cocaine at all, for that matter, thank God. Crazy thing about me and cocaine is I'll spend $2,000 on a weekend cocaine binge and then go grocery shopping during the week and complain about the price of steak. Oh, $7.95 a pound? That's ridiculous. I'm not paying these prices. But all weekend long, it was $200 for a drug that made me impotent and extremely paranoid. Those are some fun times. I just got some great news. Like, me and my girlfriend broke up. It was mutual. It was a beautiful thing. I'm very happy about it. See, when you get older, you're happy about it. When you're young, you get depressed. I'm never going to meet another one like her. When you're older, you're like, "Ooh, free again. Who's next?" You know, but she gave me the old, "Can we still be friends?" I'm like, "For what? Throw the ball around? Shoot hoops? Pick up chicks? That might work." Let's face it, there's no such thing as an extremely beautiful woman with a real male friend. What they got is a guy with 1 foot in the door, as far as he's concerned. I'll prove it to you. Call your so-called male friend up and tell him you want to have sex. See how many are going to say, "No, we're just friends." They'll be knocking your door down. See, that's the difference. The guy will be knocking the door down, the girl will be nailing the door shut. And also, what I'd like to say is, being dyslexic, I love learning new words. I just didn't like learning the word frigid as it pertained to my extremely beautiful wife. She said she had to be high to have sex. And 3 days into a cocaine binge, she says, "I wish you could get it up." I said, "Now? Well, I wish you could disappear so we're even." You know, Every girl I meet now that they want to get married. And I tell them right off the bat, no thank you, I got 2 in the can, I'm done. They all say the same thing. Well, you know what they say, 3 times is the charm. I go, no, 3 times would be stupid. This is California. It's a 3-strike rule. It's a mandatory life sentence. I'm not taking a chance. There was a study done on sex, though. It says if you have sex once a week, it extends your life 1.5 years. If you have sex every day, it extends your life 8 years. So I did some calculating, the amount of sex I had in my last marriage, I should have been dead 9 years ago. Even my condoms expired. Hey, that's my time. I'm Jod Soraci. Thank you very much.